Definitely, Ms. Sharma, please try to practice CPR because it's very important. Most of the time, and you don't know what to do. It sounds so shit to go. No, please, let's learn how to. Uko YouTube, where on a video where me are learning how to do it. Why, Mr. Moa? Again, this is the morning update brought to you by X Natural Mineral Water. My face is done by Mimi Glam by Mimi GH. We are here. Eric is sitting right here. He's looking very dashing. Kamibeka, and I'm saying, Kameka, I'm saying in that. I know we're already married. Means I'm trim out you. Okay, okay. But before Eric comes in, there is a beautiful and wonderful lady who constantly motivates us. Her name is Obobia Dakun Opoku. We'll listen to her and then come back.
A very good morning to you out there, and welcome to Pause for 3 Minutes. My name is Obobia Dalkompuku, and Pause for 3 is produced by the Event PR Company. Let me thank FlexiPay, Endless Possibilities, for the kind partnership to bring you this motivational presentation every Monday and Thursday on the morning update on TV XYZ. Now, one of the most interesting things I've heard about conflicting couples is the talk about the lack of sexual satisfaction. There's evidence from many literature reviews and practical information that men experience 3 times more orgasm than women. In most instances, women, we are told, lose their sex drive after a few years in a relationship, especially when they start having children. This means couples who live together for a long time may face some challenges when it comes to the frequency and quality of sex. This can be a very unhealthy situation, as it often leads to frustration, infidelity, and sometimes separation. And it is also true that some women naturally feel less of themselves because they cannot or have not had an orgasm and they want it so badly. Sometimes, after sex, they still feel incomplete. What is true is that many women have resorted to or are relying on sex toys to enhance their sexual pleasures. It is bringing many women sexual joy and satisfaction. But some users also insist that the sex toys can never replace natural lovemaking. Another truth is that the use of sex toys is affecting and destroying relationships and marriages. This is because not all women have been successful at hiding their toys from their partners. If you want to use these sex toys, please practice good communication with your partner. Don't make it a habit, and please, never lose the passion for your partner. Some men don't like the idea of sex toys at all. They are scared their partners may become dependent on the sex toys for pleasure. If you find pleasure in using them, please consider sex toys as pleasure enhancers and not as partner replacement, just adding seasoning to an already fabulous dish. It takes the action to another level, just maybe. That aside, I believe through open communication and exploiting each other's sexual needs, partners can increase their sexual enlightenment to create a fulfilling relationship with or without sex toys. Let's always consider how to complement our sexual life, not destroying it. If you have a message or a story to share with me, email me at pause43@wazorgroup.com or share your message via Messenger on Facebook. Thank you for your time, and please visit at Pause for 3 on Facebook and at Pause for 3 TV on YouTube to enjoy more episodes.
Yeah, there's something they say that great minds think alike. Remember I mentioned this here the last time, that sometimes couples get dry spell, so you need to experiment.
Well, I'm a mental bro. What is dry spell?
Dry spell is, I say, like more bedroom house, so more crab.
Okay. I understand. So let's move on. let's move on. I don't want you to break it down.
Please, if you also have some comments to add to the show, do not forget to join our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's TVXYZ Ghana. And please, when you send the comments, do not forget to hashtag XYZ Morning Update. Also, our WhatsApp number is 0556 999 999.
Let me wish my little girl happy birthday. You remember this song, Yawa?
Yes.
Jeffney, today is her birthday. And this is a little girl, if people remember, who came to the studio. She's a student of Whistler Girls High School. I think some time ago we spoke to her because she had won an award, and we were celebrating her because she's talented and still focused on learning. And so today her mother, Mrs. Lydia Opoku Ahene, wants us to wish that beautiful, excellent, very, very, very talented little girl happy birthday. When you're mebo bium, but not now. I'll play it maybe before we wrap up the show. And then some but I think that it is enough for us to let you know that your parents are very, very proud of you. And you will soon grow to be a mentor if you are not already there. Abna?
Yes.
I'm sure this morning a lot of things will be going through your mind because every other day something very provocative happens in this country. Some time ago it was about Ejura. Some time ago, it was about Kolebu and the bullion van. And then I'm sure that you are following conversations on social media, on other media platforms. It started last week when a leaked letter from the office of the Chief Justice to the Finance Ministry, reminding them of salary adjustment for the Chief Justice, Supreme Court judges, Appeal Court judges, High Court judges. For example, the Chief Justice is not going to earn less than 35,000 cedis a month. 35,000 cedis a month. So BG infant said 2,500 umpa. At the time say 12 still whole year pay, and so will be 1 month pay. But that is what the Constitution has prescribed for such personalities as Article 71 holders. But what is really annoying Ghanaians today is the approval of salaries for the First Lady and the Second Lady. That is Akufo-Addo's wife and Dr. Bawumia's wife. The Center for Democratic Development has issued a very strong objection to this, describing it as illegal. But this morning, I want us to share some of the screenshots we did on social media, and you would read along how Ghanaians are pouring in anger in words. It's happening as insensitive executive, insensitive parliament who appear to be thinking about enriching themselves and not thinking about protecting the taxpayers' money, or at least ensuring that the consolidated funds, the little we are able to put together, are used for the development of this country. Abna has a lot. And Abna, which ones are exciting to you? I'm sure they will pop up on the screen and Abna will read along.
This one got me. It said, if you have a daughter, coach her to marry a politician. Her husband could become president, and bingo, she qualifies for salary and ex gratia, which is true. Hey, what is happening?
And there's another one on the screen, Abna. So this one, of course, comes with a picture of the First Lady Rebecca Akufo-Addo and that of Samira Bamwa. What is it saying?
So it says, government says it has accepted a recommendation by the Article 71 office holders, a Moments Committee, to put spouses of current and former presidents and vice presidents on a formalized salary structure. Now this, it believes, will help the spouses live honorably when they go out of office. So the duties performed by first and second ladies be considered official duties.
Now, Kofi Hamilton, this one I didn't put on the screen, but Kofi Hamilton wrote something, and I think it's cutting across. It says, I understand Rebecca will be paid 21,000 cedis a month and will be backdated from 2017, which will amount to 1,134,000 cedis as back pay. This amount excludes her allowances, which is a total of 87,000 cedis per month, which will as well be backdated to 2017, which will give us 6,334,000, that is new Ghana cedis. And he says, if it is true, I wonder for Ghana. I've listened to the Information Minister, Kojo Ponkroma, who says, don't blame the president, because it is not the executive which approves some of these recommendations. Take that anger to Parliament. Abna, you have other screenshots.
I'm dumbfounded.
Why?
Eric, in Drechi, there was fire at Makola. The fire service were not well equipped. To handle the fire. We are coming to pay. Unim, I went on Google and I was checking for functions of head of states. I checked functions of the president. It came back. I checked functions of the first lady. And how much we have to legislate the functions. What do they do exactly?
And that is why Professor H. Kwesi Prempeh, the executive director for the Center for Democratic Development, is so angry. I want to read a few quotations from an interview he granted. He says, the mandate granted an Article 71 emolument committee does not include the power to suggest who should be paid or otherwise. The mandate of an Article 71 emolument committee is limited to the recommendation of salaries and other benefits and privileges of those office holders specified in Article 71, Sections 1 and 2. That list of covered office holders is exhaustive. The Article 71 Emolument Committee has no authority to recommend payment or any allowance or emolument to first or second spouses, as these are not Article 71 office holders. He added, if government wants to pay first and second spouses from the public purse, it must introduce a bill to that effect. The clear import of Articles 108 and 178 of the Constitution is that Parliament cannot, on its own accord, initiate or approve payment of any such emolument, which would necessarily be paid from the public funds, without a bill to that effect emanating from and introduced by government and duly passed into law. The political class cannot use the Article 71 process to smuggle in salaries or allowances for first and second spouses. If that's why they want it done, they must, and I want to continue, go boldly to introduce that bill. Then he says, and this is very sarcastic, but it is very instructive, why stop the first and second spouses? That is, why stop at that? Why not the third lady, since the speaker gets to act as president sometimes, or be the fourth, so the Chief Justice too can enjoy some marital privileges on the back of taxpayers, and on and on. I would add members of Parliament, so that everybody who falls under that category, they should pay themselves, they should enjoy themselves, and leave us alone. I think that is the best way to go. But we have more screenshots. I'm sure one will soon pop up, and then you read along. And Abna, there it is. It lists the names of some individuals.
So the living spouses of former presidents, vice presidents.
Because we understand, I read a statement which said all of them are also going to enjoy. Abna, read along.
So we have 9 of them, which is Mrs. Lodina Mahama, Mrs. Matilda Mr. Arthur, Mrs. Nadu Mills, Mrs. Theresa Kufuor, Hajia Ramatu Aliu Mahama, then Nana Konedu Ajiman Rollins, Mrs. Faustina Echampon, and then Mrs. Fulera Liman, and then Mrs. Christine Afrifa.
So the question again is, what do you think is on the minds of people we have handed the authority or the powers to help our country to develop? In your own opinion, do you think it is worthy of suggesting that members of the National House of Chiefs, whose functions are prescribed in one way or the other, be paid? Do you think that it is time, as was suggested during the 2020 elections, that if I am an assembly member or I am a unit committee member and I have a function to play at the district assembly level for the development of this country and I am not paid, I only enjoy allowances, and in one way or the other, they are even corrupted by way of contracts that are given to them to help them to earn some form of living? They should be paid. Are we thinking Ghana or we are thinking ourselves? I'm sure you would want to enjoy conversations with some of these stakeholders. And so, Abena, you'll be doing much of that today, isn't it?
I'll be doing much of that today. We'll be asking you to please do critical thinking so that 2024...
it's not about 2024.
No, but you see,
why would you wait?
We need to hold all these persons accountable to what they do. Do you know that in the U.S. they publish the salaries of the heads of state?
No. Yes. As for what governments or the president, his vice, members of parliament, etc., what they earn, it's public knowledge. It is public knowledge. I think the concern now is about what appears to be the insensitivity towards the plight of the poor Ghanaian.
Exactly.
See, if you know the office of the first lady or the office of the second lady, the amount of money that is spent